What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Microsoft Flight Simulator, and today we are in the CRJ. Finally. Now, let me put a disclaimer right out, man. This is going to be a video where I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm going to be using an app called FSFO Next by Matt King, and it's going to help me go through all the flows, man, because I don't want to do a control E. I feel like that's cheating, right? I want to go from a cold and dark state. So this FSFO is going to help me through the flows and yeah, and just get, we're gonna get the plane on, do the pushback and all that good stuff, man. We're gonna get this plane up in the air. Also, hopefully hopefully I gotta check to make sure my hopefully that the autopilot turns on. I've been I've been trying to take it up in the air a few times, and I've been having issues with the autopilot staying on, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if there's. I've checked all my bindings and make sure that, there's no conflicting, settings or bindings, and it doesn't seem to be, there's nothing seem to be binded to the autopilot or the avionics or anything like that. So I don't know what's going on. So I'm hoping that I could figure it out here and we don't have that issue. But for the most part, if I don't finish the flight, I'm going to post what I have at least. It'll just show a document the progress I'm making with the CRJ. This plane is quite the learning curve, man. It's not as easy. Well, let me take that back. You can't say if it's hard or easy, because when I first started flying the A320, that was also kind of, learning curve, but now I pretty much have that down packed for the most part. So hopefully we can get there with this plane. But anyways, man, enough of me rambling. Let's get our first officer in here, and he'll start doing some stuff he started doing the things that he needs to do here. So we're going to open the door for him. That'll get him in. We'll connect the GPU.
Good afternoon, Captain.
Hey, good afternoon. Welcome aboard. Thanks for hopping into this flight last minute.
You can program the CDU now.
All right.
Heading out for the walk around.
Good deal. All right, so we are going to switch around our departure because ATC has us flying out of 29 right.
Tucson International Information Whiskey. Tucson International Information Whiskey, 153 Zulu winds are 338 at 5 knots. Visibility 10 miles. Skies clear. Temperature 21, dew point -12. Current altimeter is 3002. Arriving and departing runway 29er left, 29er right.
All right, that's enough of that.
Arriving and departing.
3002 is your altimeter. 3002 is our altimeter. I'll set that in there and setting here. All right, so let's go to the performance page and set our weights here. I totally forgot how many passengers we had, so we're just going to make it a good 38. Alright, let's see what our flight plan calls for as far as fuel. 3543. Cool. So that's set. Let's follow our flight plan here. SkyWest 3973 ready to copy IFR clearance.
SkyWest 3973 is cleared to Kilo Lima Alpha X-ray. Flight level 3 departure, with the transition, then is filed. Expect departure runway 29 right. Climb to 7,000 feet via the departure. Expect higher clearances 2 minutes after departure. Departure on 119.4. Squawk 5544.
All right, squawk 5544. 5544. And we'll have the squawk on standby here. By the way, I'm using Pilot ATC for my ATC.
Walk around complete.
Thank you, sir.
Weather reports look pretty good.
They do. It's a beautiful day outside. All right, our yaw dampers are on. He is going to set the autopilot. Just check the flight plan, make sure that I don't have any weird stuff going on here. Next page. Oh, that's not good. So we're gonna delete that. We're gonna delete this one. Cool. Okay, so now I'm trying to figure out how to switch my my screen here.
Preflight checklist. Oxygen. Tested. Flight instruments. Heading set. Altitude set. Throttle. Closed. Fuel control switches. Cut off. Parking brake. Set. Checklist complete.
We're running through all the tests here. Now these are tests that are ran when you're coming from a dark state. You bypass these tests when you're like on a turnaround. So. All right, that was the stall test there.
TCAP system test okay.
All right, he's gonna start the APU.
Dear passengers, this is to inform you that the aircraft door is closed and we will be ready for departure. In order for us to push back, we would require that all passengers are seated, with their seatbelts fastened and seats in the upright position. All carry-on luggage should now be either in the overhead compartments or under the seat in front of you. The cabin crew will be passing to make their final safety checks before departure. Thank you.
Let's close that door.
Captain, the cabin is secure. All passengers are aboard.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the captain and crew, welcome aboard this flight. We hope you enjoy flying with us. Before takeoff, we would like to encourage all passengers to watch our cabin crew display the safety features of the aircraft.
All right.
Before start checklist. Doors. Closed. Fuel. 7863 pounds. Checked. Passenger signs. On. Hydraulic panel. Window heat. On. Fuel pumps. Set. Takeoff speeds. V1, 1, 2, 4. VR, 1, 2, 4. V2, 1, 3, 4. Set. FMS preflight. Completed. Taxi and takeoff briefing. Completed. Beacon light. On. Checklist complete.
SkyWest 3973 ready for pushback and engine start.
SkyWest 3973 pushback and engine start approved.
Pushback and engine start approved. SkyWest 3973. Flight deck to ground.
Go ahead, flight deck.
We'll be ready shortly.
Roger.
We are ready for pushback and engine start.
Roger. Release the parking brakes, please.
Parking brake off.
We're just gonna have to do it this way. Brakes are released.
Pushing back.
Starting engine 2.
You are clear behind, and you can start your engines at your discretion.
Stop pushback.
Pushback complete. Set parking brakes, please.
Parking brake on.
Ladies and gentlemen, please pay
Brakes are
attention
set.
as we display the safety
Roger. Okay, the tow bar is disconnected, and the equipment is clear.
during an emergency.
Thanks, and you can revert to hand signals.
Your seatbelt fastened.
Thanks. Have a good flight. See you later.
In case of a drop in cabin pressure, breathing masks will drop from the ceiling and should be placed over your head. If there is smoke in the cabin during the evacuation of the aircraft, the walkway emergency lights will display to the exits, which are located here and here. In case of an extreme emergency landing, you will be instructed to get into the brace position, which is executed by placing your head between your knees with your hands over your head. We would also like to remind you that you should turn off all electronic devices. We thank you for paying attention during this brief presentation.
Alright, so there's something funny that happens here that I gotta figure out why the APU is off when we're trying to start the engines and they cut out like that. If any of you have any recommendation as to what I'm doing wrong, you could leave a comment at the bottom there. It could definitely be user error, or it could be a bug, or pretty sure it's user error.
All engines stable.
Alright. Alright, so I figured it out. So it's this here. I had it on the ECAS. See, I'm learning, man. It's just trying to figure these, trying to figure these things out, man. I'll get there.
Taxi checklist. Anti-ice. Set packs. Set flaps. Set trim. Set flight controls. Full left. Full right. Full back. Full forward checked. Ground equipment. Cleared. Checklist complete.
SkyWest 3973 ready to taxi. What do you...
SkyWest 3973 taxi to runway 29 right via taxiways Alpha, Alpha 17, hold short runway 29 right.
Alright, let's get out of here.
Parking brake off.
SkyWest 3973 contact clearance delivery on 126.65.
Why? I asked for clearance already. Why are you telling me to contact clearance delivery?
From the flight deck, this is your first officer. I wanted to take a moment to welcome you aboard. As you probably already noted by looking out the window, we have some pretty fair weather with us today that should aid in our on-time departure. We're not expecting any significant weather along the route today. We may encounter a few bumps as we climb out, but once we get up to altitude, we expect a pretty smooth ride. However, if that changes, we'll be sure to let you know. For now, though, just sit back, relax, and we'll have you in the air shortly.
Yeah, I don't know why it's telling me to contact delivery, but it is what it is. All right, man, we're gonna get out of here. I'm finally gonna get this thing up in the air, and hopefully the autopilot will work, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has advised that we are now cleared for takeoff.
SkyWest 3973 contact tower on 118.3. Have a good afternoon.
Tower on 118.3 SkyWest 3973.
All right. Let's put the brake on real quick.
Parking brake on.
We're gonna set our transponder to active. Okay. And let's do before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist. Flaps. Set. Exterior lights. Set packs. Set transponder. Set checklist complete. Flight attendants prepare for takeoff.
All right, man. Let's get a clearance. Tower, SkyWest 3973 ready for departure, runway 29 right.
SkyWest 3973 winds are 318 at 5 knots, altimeter 3003, cleared for takeoff, runway 29 right, squawk 5544.
I love her voice.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 29 right, squawking 5544, SkyWest 3973.
All right, man. Let's line up in the runway here.
Parking brake off.
All right, I think we're ready to go. Let's see how this all goes.
Thrust set checked. Speed alive checked. $80 checked. V1 rotate. V2. Positive rate gear up. Landing gear up. $400 feet. LDAV. LDAV on. VNAV on. Autopilot. Command A on. Flaps up. Flaps 1. Flaps up. Acceleration altitude.
SkyWest 3973, climb and maintain 14,000 feet, contact Tucson, departure on 119.4. Enjoy your afternoon.
Climb and maintain 14,000 feet, departure on 119.4, SkyWest 3973.
All right, we're up in the air.
Departure SkyWest 3973, climbing to 14,000 feet.
SkyWest 3973, good afternoon. Radar contact.
Passing 10,000 feet.
All right, man. Feels good getting the CRJ up in the air for the very first time.
SkyWest 3973, climb and maintain flight level 220.
Climb and maintain flight level 220 SkyWest 3973.
Transition altitude. Checked. LNAV on.
SkyWest 3973, climb and maintain flight level 300. After takeoff checklist. Landing gear. Up and off. Flaps. Up. No lights. Packs. Set. Checklist complete.
From the flight deck again, we've reached our cruising altitude. The air looks pretty good up here, so we're going to go ahead and turn off the seatbelt signs. However, for those of you who remain in your seats, please keep your seatbelts fastened as turbulence is unpredictable. For now, though, just sit back and enjoy the ride. We'll talk to you when we get closer to our destination.
So I don't know if I mentioned it, but we flew out of Tucson and we're flying over to LAX, so short trip. Landing this bad boy is going to be really interesting. Alright, we're about 15 minutes from our descent. About 230 miles from the Los Angeles area, man. So far so good, man. First flight in the CRJ, so dope. I really love this plane. Wonder how the heads-up display works. We'll try that on another flight. PMDG dropped the trailer for the 737 and it looks awesome, dude. I just can't wait to it. I don't care how much it costs. I'm paying for it. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I just hope that the variant they put. I know they're gonna put it out in different variants. So I don't know if it's gonna be the cargo one first or the passenger. I want the passenger one. Although I would get I would love the cargo one to do like FedEx and UPS flights. That'd be dope. So we'll see what's up, man. I'm looking forward to it. Should be dropping soon, man. You know, it's in beta. My man's dropping trailers, so should be coming soon. Hopefully in the next month or so. Maybe this beginning of March. All right, man. We should be starting to head down soon. In about 2 minutes or so, we're at the top of the descent. We'll see how we do, man. About to land this bird. All right, man. Just trying to control the throttle here, so I got yelled at for speeding.
Descent checklist. Landing elevation. Set fuel. 4310 pounds checked. Approach briefing. Completed. Checklist complete.
From the flight deck again, as you already noted, we're well into our descent, about 40 nautical miles from the airport. We're not anticipating any delays, so we should have you on the ground in about 20 minutes or so. So if you wouldn't mind, just sit back, relax, and keep that seatbelt fastened, and we'll have you on the ground shortly.
Transition altitude. Checked.
SkyWest 3973 altimeter 29er cleared for the ILS approach to runway 25 right at Los Angeles International. Contact approach on 124.5. Good afternoon.
Altimeter 29er cleared for the ILS approach to runway 25 right approach on 124.5 SkyWest 39er73. Approach SkyWest 3973 descending to 3,700 feet.
SkyWest 3973, good afternoon. Radar contact.
Dear passengers, we have reached an altitude that requires all electronic devices to be switched off, including video cams, laptops, CD and cassette players. Please make sure all of these devices are switched off.
SkyWest 3973 slow to 250 knots or less.
Wilco SkyWest 39er73.
All right, man, we're about to give first degree of flaps here.
Flaps 1, flaps 8. Flaps 1, flaps 8. Flaps 20. Flaps 20. Glide slope alive.
SkyWest 3973 altimeter 29er at Los Angeles International. Contact tower on 120.95. Enjoy.
Altimeter 29er tower on 120.95 SkyWest 39er73.
Watch the airspeed. Flaps 30. Landing gear down. Flaps 45. Flaps 30. Flaps 45. Watch the airspeed.
Man, you got to stay on top of this throttle, though. You got to stay on top of it.
Landing checklist. Passenger signs. On. Landing gear.
Down.
Flaps. Set. Checklist complete.
Flight attendants prepare for landing.
Watch the airspeed.
SkyWest 3973, winds are 196 at 5 knots, cleared to land runway 25 right.
Clear to land runway 25 right, SkyWest 3973.
Autopilot. Command A off.
Sync rate.
Minimums.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
SkyWest 3973, exit
Break back
runway
out.
when able.
100 knots. 80 knots.
All right, man.
60 knots.
Dear passengers, welcome to our destination airport. Please remain seated until all docking procedures are performed and cabin lights are switched on. On behalf of the captain and his crew, we would like to thank you for flying with us. We hope you enjoyed your flight today and hope to see you.
That was a scary landing, but we made it. Well, there you go, folks. First landing in the CRJ. And I have to say that,
Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop.
and I gotta say that it was a success.
Parking brake on.
There you go, man. First flight of the CRJ. After owning it for like 4 months. Still need a lot more practice, but that wasn't too bad. Really love this plane, man. Really great plane. Anyways, man, thanks for watching, and check out the replay right after this here. Peace.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20,